Are you drinking hot cocoa every morning, believing it improves blood flow and restores your sexual vitality? Be careful, you might actually be using processed cocoa powder, a sweet treat that does almost nothing for men over 60. The real difference lies in pure cacao, and science shows it's the one that truly works as nature's Viagra. In the next few minutes, I'm Dr. Evelyn Hart, and I'll reveal the common mistake most men make and show you which one can actually help you regain your strength as a man. Let's start by clearing up one of the biggest confusions I see in my clinic and online, the difference between cocoa and cacao. On the surface, they sound the same. Many men think a cup of hot cocoa from the grocery store is the same thing as the raw cacao used in ancient times. But here's the truth. They are not the same at all. Cacao is the pure, minimally processed form. The beans are fermented, dried, roasted lightly, and ground. This process keeps the natural flavonoids, those powerful plant compounds that improve nitric oxide and blood vessel health. That's why studies show cacao can help improve circulation and even support stronger erections. Cocoa, on the other hand, is often the commercial version. It's heated at high temperatures, stripped of many of those flavonoids, and then mixed with sugar, milk powder, and emulsifiers. Yes, it tastes sweet and comforting, but most of the health benefits are gone. In fact, too much processed cocoa can harm your blood vessels instead of healing them. Most men over 60 are drinking cocoa thinking it's a natural Viagra, when in reality, it's closer to candy in a cup. That's why so many of you are frustrated. You've been using the wrong form all along. This confusion is not your fault. Food companies blur the terms, packaging cocoa and cacao under similar names, leaving men in their 60s and 70s unsure of what they're really buying. But once you know the difference, you'll understand why one heals your arteries, while the other simply spikes your blood sugar. Most men think they're drinking Viagra, but it's really just candy in a cup. Now, let's talk about why cacao works and why it matters so much for men over 60. Every blood vessel in your body, including the tiny ones that carry blood into your erectile tissue, is lined with a special layer of cells called the endothelium. Think of the endothelium as the life gatekeeper of your circulation. When it's young and healthy, it produces something called nitric oxide, a gas that tells your blood vessels to relax, open up, and allow strong blood flow. Without nitric oxide, there is no erection. Here's where cacao comes in. Cacao is packed with natural compounds called flavonoids. These flavonoids protect and repair the endothelium, helping it release more nitric oxide. The result? Your arteries relax, blood pressure improves, and blood can flow more easily to the areas that matter most. But as men age, two things happen. Testosterone levels gradually decline, and blood vessels stiffen. Less nitric oxide is produced, the endothelium gets damaged, and erections become weaker or disappear altogether. This is why you may notice your morning erections fading. It's one of the earliest warning signs of reduced vascular health. Studies show that just a single serving of flavonoid-rich cacao can improve blood vessel function within hours. And in men with erectile difficulties, daily cacao improved both circulation and performance in as little as 12 weeks. That's not candy, that's clinical evidence. So when you hear the phrase nature's Viagra, it's not marketing hype. It's a scientific reality. Cacao works by nourishing your arteries at the root, not by forcing blood flow artificially like pills do. Now let's look at the evidence, because I know many of you want to see the science before you believe. In one clinical study, 15 healthy men drank flavonoid-rich cacao, and researchers measured blood flow in their arteries. Within just 1 to 4 hours, blood vessel function improved, results comparable to taking a nitrate-rich supplement. Another trial followed 21 subjects for 2 weeks. Daily cacao significantly improved arterial dilation, meaning their blood vessels were able to expand more easily. This is exactly what you need for stronger circulation down there. And perhaps the most striking, a study with 101 men suffering from erectile dysfunction. Each man drank cacao mixed with natural spices every night for 12 weeks. By the end, men with mild ED improved by nearly 80%, moderate cases by over 80%, and even those with severe ED saw meaningful improvements. That's powerful. But science is only half the story. Let me share a real case from my own practice. A 67-year-old patient came to me frustrated. He had been drinking supermarket hot cocoa every evening, believing it would help. After months, nothing changed. His blood pressure stayed high, and his erections were weak. I switched him to raw, organic cacao, just a tablespoon stirred into warm water with a teaspoon of raw honey. Within weeks, he reported better morning energy, lower blood pressure, and yes, a noticeable difference in performance. His wife later thanked me in person. Here's the mini hook. What worked for him wasn't the childhood cocoa powder we grew up with. It was cacao in its natural form, and the difference between the two could mean the difference between frustration and real results. So how can you do this at home? Start simple. Buy a high-quality raw or minimally processed cacao powder. Avoid the sweetened mixes in the baking aisle. Mix 1 scoop with hot water, stir well, and add raw honey if you prefer a smoother taste. If caffeine makes you jittery, begin with half a scoop and see how your body responds. Remember, cacao isn't magic, it's medicine from nature. And when used consistently, it can repair your blood vessels, lower inflammation, and restore the circulation that supports both your heart and your manhood. So here's the lesson I want you to walk away with today. Not all powders are created equal. The cocoa you see on supermarket shelves sweetened, processed, stripped of nutrients will not heal your circulation or restore your vitality, but cacao, in its raw or minimally processed form, has been proven to improve nitric oxide, repair blood vessels, and help men over 60 experience stronger, more reliable performance. This isn't just about erections. It's about your heart, your blood pressure, your confidence, and the way you feel about yourself as a man. When blood flow improves, everything in your body feels more alive. And when you take back control of your circulation, you also take back control of your future. Now, here's my call to you. Don't just watch this video and forget it. Take action today. Try switching your cocoa for real cacao. See how your body responds over the next few weeks. And when you do, I want you to come back here and share your experience in the comments. Your story might be the encouragement another man desperately needs. And if you found this video helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend, or watch my next video where I reveal 5 natural drinks that boost circulation even more powerfully than you expect. I'm Dr. Evelyn Hart, reminding you that aging doesn't have to mean giving up your strength. With the right choices, your best years can still be ahead of you. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Diagnosis or treatment: always talk to your doctor or a qualified healthcare provider before starting any new supplement, diet, or lifestyle routine, especially if you have existing health conditions or take prescription medications. The information shared here is intended to support your understanding of men's health after 60, but individual results may vary,